When your back locks up, everything pays a price. Let's fix it. Grab your foam roller. Another self-care thing you can do right at home while watching TV. We're gonna start in the lats. The lats are a very wide muscle that run from your arm down several vertebrae all the way down into your hips. So when they get tight, man, we feel a lot of things getting out of whack. We're gonna go right behind the armpit and start to move side to side. And quickly, you're gonna start to find some areas that are a little bit tender. And that's the spots we wanna focus on. So once you get there, go ahead and stop, take a few breaths, and we're just gonna sink into it. Now remember, when we're foam rolling, doing release work, we wanna be able to relax the best we can, because if we're super tense, the muscles can't actually relax, and we're not really going anywhere with it. So we're gonna start to slowly work our way down the lat towards the bottom of the ribs. So you just kind of go at your own pace. Once you feel like things are starting to let go a little bit, maybe 20 to 30 seconds in each spot, you're gonna move to the next area that you feel grabbing your attention. So you just roll your body that way. I'm gonna just lift my body up and set it back on the roller so I can stay in frame here. Continuing to breathe as we roll side to side. You can roll all the way back toward the spine and then up toward underneath the armpit a little bit more. Let the sensation you're feeling guide where to go. That's pretty tense, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Oh boy. But man, this is gonna feel so good when we're done. Continue working your way down. Once we free up the tension on the lats, you're gonna notice that your spine rotates better, your shoulders move better. Oh, and you're basically just gonna feel less tension in your entire back. And that's kind of the system we're gonna approach today. Is we're gonna hit all the big stuff first, the lats, then the glutes, then we're gonna work down the middle of the spine to the smaller muscles, kind of release some of the spine there. And eventually we're gonna finish off with some stretches just to top it off and hit a home run. All right, continue working your way down. Take a little bit more time if you need to. Feel free at any point to pause the video. You can always stop, take a little bit of time, relax. Don't forget to breathe, okay? Once you get toward the bottom of the rib cage, it's gonna get real tender there. So you can use your leg, you can use your arms to kind of lift the pressure off the roller a little bit. Remember, relaxing, very important. Now, once we cover most of the lat, we could start to do some up and down sweeps. It's really those holds and the breath work that gets the most out of it. This up and down longer strokes, it just feels good, but mostly releasing the adhesive areas, locking it down and breathing through it's gonna be the most beneficial. Okay, let's go to the other side. We're gonna do the exact same thing. All right, let's do it again. A little bit of side to side action, finding all the spots that are calling your name here. Probably not gonna be very tough to find them, are they? Oh, heck no. Oh my goodness. Oh man, I'm definitely a lot tighter on my right side. Holy smokes. I hit the lats pretty hard about 2 days ago and I am still feeling some love right there. My goodness. I'm really glad you're here doing this with me. Not that I can see you. I'm just assuming you're doing this with me. It makes me feel better thinking that you are, so I'm not alone right now. Oh man, isn't that wonderful? Yeah, if wonderful means slightly torturous, yeah, it's exactly what it is. Yeah, don't rush through this if you feel like you need more time at any point. I know I've said this multiple times. Pause the video, spend some more time there. That's stopping and breathing and really focusing on relaxing. I'm telling you, it really works. All right, I'm feeling ready to do the long roll now. So I'm gonna do a couple passes up and down. All right, awesome. Let's take care of some glutes. Now, glutes, very big, strong muscle. And as I said, we're gonna get all the big, strong muscles first, top and bottom, which is gonna help relieve the tension that's in the smaller parts of the back, or the smaller muscles of the back. We're gonna get on the glute maximus, so right on the booty. We'll do a little bit of rolling up and down, right on the butt. Now from here, we can roll toward the tailbone and then toward the outside of the hip. A little bit of back and forth there. Feel free to go up and down as well. But again, we're gonna get more out of just pausing on those areas that really grab your attention and just breathing through it. Now the glute max, it's a pretty frickin' strong muscle. What's about to happen, we're gonna go to the glute medius, which sits right above the glute max, and that little guy, the upper shelf, some people like to call it, it's gonna be a lot more tender. So let's start to roll closer toward the top of the hip bone, come down to your forearm, and then turn toward me a little bit, and you'll start to know when you're there, it's gonna be pretty tender. If you wanna get a little bit deeper into this muscle, you're gonna take your leg, cross the ankle, and now we're stretching the glute medius, and now roll back and forth. So if you weren't feeling it there, try this, and you'll definitely start to feel it. This is gonna help release the pressure right off of your low back, and also off the QL, the quadratus lumborum. That's a muscle that flexes the spine to the side. We're going to address that muscle toward the end as well, so we'll get on it directly too. All right, let's go ahead and flip that booty, and let's do the same thing over there. We'll start with the maximus, so right on the larger part of the butt, right above the sit bone. Start to kind of do a little up and down, side to side. Oh, I'm so glad we're doing this. And what a great way to watch TV and not feel like you're wasting time. You know, you can put on your favorite show, grab your foam roller. You could easily spend 30 to 60 minutes rolling out your entire body. And by the end, you caught up on one of your favorite shows and you weren't wasting time. You're actually getting something done, something good for you. Okay, let's move into that glute medius. I like to go right into that crossed knee, crossed ankle, rotate toward the front slightly, and then hello, there we go. Yep, oh, isn't that just fantastic? Yeah, my face probably says otherwise. I'm very happy right now though. Oh my goodness. All right, take a couple more breaths. All right, if you want to spend more time, go ahead and do so. We're gonna start working our way right down the middle of the back, the thoracic spine. The thoracic spine has a lot going on there. It's going to do a lot of extension. This is where some rotation is gonna come into play. We're gonna do some extension. The thoracic spine rotates. We're gonna park it kind of right under the shoulder blades, okay? And you're gonna use your feet. Walk your feet toward you. And you're gonna use your legs to help navigate yourself up and down the roller. So you can lift your butt up, slight flexion of the spine, that way we're not digging right into the vertebrae. And we're gonna gently roll up and down the upper back. If you want, you can cross your arms, and this is gonna separate your shoulder blades and actually stretch the muscles in the middle of your shoulder blades. And you can get a pretty good roll in there as well. You can start to release those bad boys. So stretching the muscle and then applying the pressure, really good way to get some good release there. And we're gonna do a couple drills here. Go toward the upper back, not to the neck. And now drop the butt, keeping your chin slightly tucked. I like to use my hands behind the head. And we're gonna gently bend backward over the roller a little bit. Okay, we do not go to the point of pain here. You're gonna listen to everything your back says about doing this, and if you feel any pinching or any pain, you're gonna stop right away. Okay, we don't have to go very far. Now, take some deep breaths in. Keep the ribs down. Think about breathing in through the nose like you're trying to expand the chest with each breath. Do about 2 to 3 of those. You might find that you can start to extend a little bit more over the roller as we're here. Okay, now we're gonna come out of the extension, flex your spine, lift your butt, use your legs, and we're gonna roll down toward the butt. You can do a little bit of up and down, and we're gonna look for that next spot that says, you know what, I need some attention too. So we're kind of parking the roller basically right between 2 vertebrae. Trying to get in the middle of that. That way we can open the space up. That's really the whole idea here. So maybe you're already there, maybe you're already doing it. I found another spot. Support the head, drop the chin a little bit, bend backward, try to keep the ribs mostly down. Now let's take those big chest breaths. This really can help open up your breathing too. You'll find, wow, it's way easier to breathe now once we get all this released. Get about 2 to 3 breaths. You can do more if you want to. And if you got room for it, if you're already down to the bottom of the thoracic spine, we want to be very careful not to do that. But if you got a little more room, I got a couple more I could do probably. That's about as far as I can probably go. If you do have room for one more, let's do one last one. Do your back bend. Take your breaths. Right, awesome. Let's slowly come out of that. Oh, I hope that's going well for you so far. We're gonna get now into the QL, the quadratus lumborum. But what about the low back, Billy? We wanna be very mindful of not rolling directly on the lumbar spine. There's no ribs attached to it. It can get very aggressive. It's not a good idea. You could definitely hurt yourself. So we're gonna get next to the spine. So instead of getting directly on it, we're gonna go right next to it. There's a muscle, again, called the QL that attaches on the spine, and it runs kind of this way from the hip and spine. That muscle does this. It's basically a side bend. So let's just get into it. Pick your side. We're gonna kind of get above the hip bone, slide down toward the top of the rib, or the bottom of the rib cage, and then roll toward the front of the stomach slightly. Lift your butt up, use your legs, use your arm for adjusting your pressure. And we're gonna do some up and down, a little bit of side to side. And you'll probably know when you get there, you're gonna start to feel some tenderness. Whew. This muscle, talk about relieving back pain. When that QL locks up, man, it just tugs on that hip bone and on that spine like crazy. It's like playing tug of war on your hips and spine. This is a very large source to back pain and hip pain. A couple more breaths and we're gonna move over to the other side of the QL. All right, let's go for it. Okay, we're gonna finish here. This side for me, I have a very large 8-inch scar here from having a kidney removed 17 years ago. And man, that scar tissue, it gets very, very tight. If I don't address this area really often, it affects everything. I feel it in the front of my hip, the side of my hip, my back. I can even, like when I'm standing upright looking in the mirror, I can tell like I'm like cockeyed to one side because everything's just pulling, all that scar tissue like a spider web just weaving around everything. So this is something I have to do very regularly. Whew. And I won't make you sit here for 5 minutes with me on this one because I could easily spend 5 minutes releasing the QL on this side through all that scar tissue. Take a couple more breaths. I need to move us into our stretches before this video turns into 20 minutes. Good thing you're watching your favorite TV show right now. All right. Spend some more time there if you want to. I'm gonna take you through 3 stretches. We're gonna do some cat-cow, some spine flexion and extension. On all fours, you probably know this stretch very well. Keep the shoulders out of your ears. We're gonna tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin, round the back. Exhale as you push the upper back up. Get all the air out. And when you're ready, inhale and come the other way. And just go at your own pace. So make sure you exhale when you round. And inhale on the opposite direction. Picture each vertebra getting its own opportunity to move all by itself. I always like to picture a link of chain. Like you have an actual like bicycle chain or a link of chain, and one piece of chain at a time, you're pulling it up off the ground. That's kind of the idea here as we're going through the spinal flexion and extension. Okay, let's do one more. Now we're gonna do what's called thread the needle. This is a rotation exercise. So we're gonna loosen up the thoracic spine. One palm comes up, take a breath in. Exhale, reach through. We're gonna set the head and shoulder down. You saw this stretch on our day 1 full body flow. Try to get the head down. If not, we can always set the hand under there. Remember that very comfortable pillow if you watched that video. Now, if you really tighten the back of the shoulder like I am, you're gonna feel the back of the shoulder. We start to kind of feel the muscles pull away from the shoulder blade, all the way down. Now, it's on my opposite side, but all the way down to the top of the butt. There's a lot of stretching going on back there. This is a fantastic stretch to release some tension from top to bottom. When you do this stretch, spend at least a good 30 seconds, even up to 2 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and come out of that and go to the other side. Let's do the same thing. Take a breath in. Exhale, rotate under, set the shoulder down, set the head down. Now it's okay if this is where you are. You can use this arm right here to support yourself if you can't get the shoulder down. We all have different abilities and capabilities here, so don't ever force anything when you're stretching. Not the greatest term in the world, but this is what I learned in school. Mild discomfort. That sounds like something a freaking personal trainer would say, doesn't it? Like, burpees are fun. Like, what kind of crazy person thinks that way? I'm that crazy person. That's right. If you take classes with me, you know I truly do think burpees are freaking awesome. I don't know if it's actually that I like burpees or that I've said it so much because your brain believes what you say that I've actually tricked myself into believing that I like burpees. Either way, at least I don't hate them, so there you go. We're gonna finish off with some child's pose. Take your knees apart. This is gonna give you a little bit more accessibility, toes toward each other. Untuck the feet so the tops of the feet are flat. And we're gonna sit that tailbone right back as close into the heels as we can and let your body fold forward. Now from here, we're gonna get the lats real good by sweeping the arms to one side. Now the side that you're going away from, that's where you're gonna feel the stretch, basically from the armpit all the way down to the top of the butt. Relax your forehead if you can get it down. If this is too much pressure in your shoulders, you're gonna simply bend your elbow a little bit and relieve the pressure off the shoulder. You could also just go down the middle. You won't get as much lat stretch, but it will get the low back really well. All right, take a deep breath in. Exhale, and let's walk the other way. So you're basically just doing a big old side bend like you're freaking in a Sir Mix-a-Lot video. Oh my goodness, I don't think that's what he meant, but hey, it fits. Right here, I'm still seeing that my right side is even more locked up in the stretch, not just in the roll, but in the stretch as well. I feel a lot more restricted here. It's good to find these imbalances. It's good to know where you need to address the compensations so that when you are especially short on time, you can really focus on the areas that need it the most. Now, feel free to keep hanging there if you want to. I'm going to go ahead and come out of this and close us out today. All right, so that's the sequence. Hit the big stuff first, work your way through the middle of the spine, then down to the lateral flexors of the spine, finish with stretches. So we release, then we stretch. You get way more out of your stretching when you do it that way. Thank you for tuning into this long video. I hope it helps relieve your back pain. Drop me a message, BTM. Thank you so much for that. I will see you soon.